If you're Devin Booker, you have all the time in the world to get your feet set. Why on earth do you think it's okay to backpedal? Look at this. What are you doing? If you're Mike Bridges, this shot goes up. You got to go find your man. You cannot wait for Jared Vanderbilt to find you. You got to find him and box out, and that doesn't happen. Can never guard like this ever if you're Mike Bridges. First of all, your back's to the ball. That can't happen. You got to keep your man in front of you and your back to the baseline. I'm seeing ball. I'm seeing man. When you're guarding like this, also look at the space that gets created. It's all that space was created, and you're not ready to guard now because you didn't have Jordan Clarkson in front of you. So you gamble and whatever. Okay, if DeAndre Ayton's going to be late arriving in backside help when Cameron Payne fronts the post, then Mike Bridges has to rotate down here. Like, you can't let this drop-off pass happen. You got to help the helper. No one's helping the helper. This is all Dario Saric's fault right here, okay? Completely. This space, ridiculous. So this has to be a switch. Dario Saric has to identify, okay, I fell asleep on my man, now I've got to switch. I'm going to have to take Devin Booker's man because Devin Booker has to immediately come to the player I was guarding. And, I mean, Dario Saric is still going to the ball, and Devin Booker was still going here. So now this switch is late, and Jock Landale, you can't stand in the middle of nowhere. Find somebody to guard, okay? If you're not taking the ball and Saric is taking the ball, then you need to come here. Like, look at Landale right here. Just standing in no man's land. A lot of people standing in no man's land. DeAndre Ayton has to take Jordan Clarkson here. This Suns player's got to take Kelly Olynyk. I mean, because now you got two people standing in the middle of nowhere. So this is going to force way too early. Like, look at Torrey Craig already wants to switch. Well, Saric isn't up, ready to switch. Clarkson hasn't even come off the screen yet. It's a joke. Okay, if you're switching the screen, Torrey Craig's got to get up here because he's got to be ready to guard because Devin Booker's got to come underneath marking it. Like, look, Torrey Craig is nowhere to be found right now. Like, you should be up here right now ready to switch so Devin Booker can come underneath. I mean, this is just taking Devin Booker too long because you waited. So now you're switching over the top. So the Suns just switched this screen. So why is Ish Wainwright just not staying with Jordan Clarkson? Like, look at this. Ish Wainwright is not a part of this screen. So what was that? Mike Bridges, you got to sprint back and get your feet set. You cannot backpedal in transition. That means you're playing off of your back foot. This is just a disaster. Not go up the gut of a down screen. You got to chase this way. When you go up the gut, the angle is you're going to be giving up an open three. I mean, it's just that simple. Can't do this if you're Cameron Payne. Look at his eyes. He's staring at a screen, not the ball. See him looking for a screen? So now you're switching this already. Well, Mike Conley hasn't gone anywhere yet. So now he's just open for three. Hey, I mean, what happened here? Did this Suns player call for a switch? If he did, then Devin Booker has to switch. Like, I don't. There's somewhere the communication's terrible because two people go to the ball. Suns player's out of position right here, obviously, getting over to Jordan Clarkson. So Devin Booker's got to immediately get into the gaps on this pass. Like, Devin Booker can't stand. You got to move here because this player's going to get beat. He's crowding Jordan Clarkson. He's out of position. So if Devin Booker's right here and Jordan Clarkson comes here, he can help and recover without giving up any threes. But, yeah. DeAndre Ayton's got to take Colin Sexton here, okay? I mean, this Suns player is going to take Walker Kessler. It's transition defense. You get cross-matched all the time. When you get burned in transition defense is when DeAndre Ayton's trying to set up in his half-court matchup because now no one's guarding Colin Sexton. Where is Damian Lee going? Like, look at this. The Suns are trying to switch this first screen. Well, where the heck is Damian Lee? You should be up guarding because you're nowhere to be found. Now look, this Suns player's already got to get over here and guard Lauri Markkanen. Well, that's not possible because Lauri Markkanen isn't on that side of the screen yet. So now he's going to be out of position. What was Damian Lee doing? First of all, this is an atrocious gamble by Jock Landale. Just atrocious. I mean, what the heck is that? Stop. If you're Damian Lee, though, now, you got to be kind of ready to come over here. I mean, Jock Landale gambled. He's not going to be able to get over to Walker Kessler. I mean, I don't know. It was on Jock Landale. That was... The Suns switching here. Devin Booker just needs to stay with Malik Beasley. Look at this. Where's Devin Booker going? Why is he not staying with Malik Beasley? So now you're going to switch late. Devin Booker's not ready to guard Taylor Horton-Tucker. He's not in front of him, so he's going to try and get over to Taylor Horton-Tucker. Well, Taylor Horton-Tucker's about to fly off of a handoff that now you're not going to be ready to guard. Damian Lee has got to sprint back. You cannot backpedal in transition. Look what happens with Damian Lee here. So he's backpedaling. So as you're backpedaling, this Jazz player is about to come up this way. Look at this. So look at that. That's because you're that space. It's because you're backpedaling. Not able to guard this handoff now. I mean, it's very simple. The shot goes up. Could DeAndre Ayton go find? You got to go find your man. You got to initiate the contact and box out. DeAndre Ayton isn't finding Jared Vanderbilt. You're just standing underneath the rim. Bad gamble by Mikal Bridges right here. Mike Conley has this ball. Just stay over here and be able to guard Jordan Clarkson. What you're gambling, I don't even know what you gambled on. So now Jordan Clarkson catches this ball, and look at this. You now have to come up now to guard him. Well, he's going to then fly downhill as you're going uphill. So Devin Booker's going to be late to get out to Jordan Clarkson. He gets beat. Ayton steps up to help. So if Ayton is coming up to help now, Devin Booker's got to immediately be battling for position right here. And Damian Lee's got to be doing the same thing. Like, neither are doing this. Look at Devin Booker. I mean, come on. And could you not stare? Could you please box out? Like, look at this. How is that acceptable in any way? So the Suns switch this. They didn't have to because Lauri Markkanen doesn't set the screen. He slips it. But, okay, so Mikal Bridges has to stay with Lauri Markkanen. What on earth is Mikal Bridges doing? Mikal Bridges, you cannot try and get over this screen early. Look at this. So just when Jordan Clarkson comes off the screen, then you can start going over the screen. See, Mikal Bridges is trying to get over this screen early. What does that do? That now Vanderbilt, like you're already crowding Jordan Clarkson and you're out of position. You're not going to be able to guard him. And Jared Vanderbilt now doesn't have to set the screen. He can start rolling. The second Vanderbilt starts to roll and doesn't have to set the screen, then DeAndre Ayton's got to leave and drop coverage. And look, you're still out of position guarding Jordan Clarkson, but now you don't have Ayton there in drop coverage. I don't know what, if Cameron Payton is trapping here, you can't gamble on this trap. You got to just close this space off. Look at Cameron, you gamble on this trap. So now Lauri Markkanen has space for this.